Legend of Terrible here, and today we're doing another Rate You One Man Doom stack, this time covering Kholek Suneater, who, as he gains vassals, gets stronger and stronger, and now with the latest update he can now vassalize human and elf factions. This save file was sent in before the patch, but at least we know that that potential is possible. This guy has got loads and loads of vassals, and this is the current stats of Kholek Suneater. Now, one of the great things about what he sent in here is that we're not looking at a sort of Kane Doom one-man Doom stack, which they get a little bit tiresome. So he's just got Star Crusher there, which is honestly not the greatest weapon ever, but he's got Armor of Destiny, Talisman of Preservation, and the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. Looking at his resistances specifically, he's got Physical Resistance 50%, Ward Save 26%, so you're looking at 76% physical resistance and 26 resistance against magical weapons. So we're going up against the endgame crisis, which is Tomb Kings here. Now, most of them are doing physical damage, but the Bone Giants down here, they do magic damage with their missile attacks. Same thing with the Haro Titan there. So there is the odd magic weapon we're going to deal with. Now, the thing is with Kholek is that he's a single entity destroyer. Now, I did see somewhere that somebody managed to get him up to 12,000 damage. But let's just see how it goes with this and see if he actually needed that in the first place. Let's just jump in and see how it goes. Now, with this particular one, we don't have access to any area of effect abilities. So chewing down on melee infantry is just going to waste time. So what we need to be doing with a Kholek Suneater one-man Doom stack is specifically going after single entities and things where his weapon strength isn't going to go completely to waste, because there's only so many entities he can hit at once. And this is where oftentimes melee lords aren't as interesting as spellcasters, because at least even if Archaon didn't have the Sword of Cain, you've still got magic, but Kholek Suneater is not a spellcaster, so we don't have access to Searing Doom or something like that, allowing us to just get rid of all that chaff, because you got to win the battle at some point, and you don't want these battles to go on forever. So another thing is that he doesn't look like he's unbreakable. He does have perfect vigor, so it is possible to rout him. And he could still get the Sword of Cain, he just doesn't have it. He's got the portal glyph there. I guess that's an okay item. Yeah, I guess when it comes to those items, maybe you should have gone with no, you've already got heaps of missile resistance. Curious to know about the traits as well. Anyway, let's just jump in here and see how we go. Is it just me, or is this different? It's on very hard battle, but the campaign difficulty was on hard. Alright, so with his current weapon strength, does this ability here apply to his base damage, or does it apply to his current strength? That's what I want to find out. Look at that, 1,700 armor piercing. Oh yeah, it applies to the base. We did not get 50% boost there. But still, he took out that Lord super quick. Well, he's taking out that Lord really quickly. So, in this situation here, where he's got the advantage over Archaon is he's definitely killing single entities a lot faster than Archaon. A lot faster. But I really think he's going to struggle taking out the Tomb Guard quickly. But I can pretty much just ignore that for the most part. Just go after stuff here. I know these here do magic damage, but don't worry about it. Maybe we could use the Casket of Souls as a way to get rid of their infantry. Use their own weaponry. Otherwise, because we know he'll be able to beat it. It's just time, you know. Also need to see, is he going to get as many kills as what Archaon did? Because he's only got 40 at the moment. We've also got this as an army ability here, Magnastorm. That's probably what we should use to get rid of the mass melee infantry when the time comes. The only thing I'm looking for here is anything with magical weapons. Those need to be prioritized. Okay, sepulchral stalkers, dude. They need to be prioritized. Because if you look here, yeah, look at that. They've done 540 damage to what's his name? Kholek.
The Shaggoth attacks. I move fast.
This is fucking wiggling.
Destroy.
Yeah, I mean, it does add a bit of extra damage, but it's kind of overkill. These entities here don't have 2,000 health. It's good to see that he's actually able to destroy 2 of them at a time. But let's focus on the single entities first, and then we'll worry about the shit later. God damn, dude went down quick. And he can still get stronger. You know, it takes... Like, he would have to double his vassals to get double his strength. I don't know how someone managed to get this to 12,000. Like, what did you do? Vassalize every single faction in the entire campaign? Get rid of these sepulchral stalkers because, yeah, their ammunition is magic. 1,000 damage to him. Okay, and I should definitely prioritize those bone giants. Anything that's got magic attack, we should get rid of them first. Don't give him the opportunity to dish out lots of damage, because he's more or less immune to physical weapons. Not really. Not to the same extent Archaon was. Oh yeah, also his mass, 21,628. That's ridiculous. That means he should just be able to push anything aside. We should probably put that to the test. Let me just see. You just push anything aside, right? Yeah, he's pushing the bone giant. Not super quick. He's doing any damage? No, not really. So yeah, I know these are magical weapons, but that's... They're just not a concern. I know I've got these as well. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna summon the portal glyph to sort out the screaming skull catapults there. And if they get destroyed, who cares?
Fast.
Shame you can't get the Banner of Zinch anymore to get that extra, what was it, 20% ward save. I mentioned this in the in yesterday's video as well, but they took that one out. I only ever managed to get one per campaign of that one. Never managed to get many of them. Yeah, see that's the problem. You can only kill so many of these archers. It's just a waste of his weapon strength. And also this map here doesn't really favor the AI in regard to one-man doomstacks because look, they're trying to advance over here. They're not programmed to deal with this stuff properly. Has it done it? It has done some damage to us, but that's how we're going to get rid of all their bloody infantry. Okay, we should probably get rid of the Pyro Titan. Yeah, see, this is how we get rid of it. Has this done much damage to us? A little bit. Come on, don't look at him. Just kill it.
Kholek Suneater. I move fast.
God damn, one hit. And he doesn't even have the sword of cane.
I am awake.
That looks like a really nice blob. I think I might use this now.
Good, yes. Moving quickly. At once.
Won't count towards Kholek's kills though.
I'll break them.
Hold over here. No magic attack on him, so he'll be easy to deal with. Oh, we only just got the 500 kills there. I guess since we've been focusing on single entities. Makes sense. It's gone.
Destroy. Agree, fools. The storm rages. I move fast. The Shaggoth attacks.
All good. Yeah, look, they're just trying to get across here. Screaming Skull Catapult group. I don't know what they're doing there.
Moving quickly. Lightning to me.
Alright, let's go take out the Horror Titans over here.
Fast.
Just want to take out as much of the balance of power as, like the high balance power stuff as possible, so that we can get the army losses fairly early when it comes down to just chopping down on infantry, because otherwise it'll just take ages. Because you can only kill about like 4 or 5 of them at a time. It'll just take forever. Okay, they didn't do much damage. His melee defense is really high. Good. Another one. Not too concerned about the Necropolis Knights. Even if they are halberd variants, which these ones here are not. Oh, what happened here? Maybe I should slow it down.
Attack!
Yeah, not concerned about the Casket of Souls, just because we can use that to get rid of enemy infantry, even if it does mean taking a little bit of extra damage. Also, his armor value, 353. Now, funny thing about that is that is so overkill that it's actually not, like, any additional armor there isn't doing anything. All non-armor piercing damage is being blocked. As soon as you get to 200, that's where armor becomes pretty much ineffective after that.
Yes! Moving quickly! Flash them!
Okay, good. They're coming back over. Well, then let's get into a fight here, so that the Screaming Skull catapults can blow up our troops.
Fast!
Still no sign of max regen. I have no idea how much damage we've actually taken. You know, these are sharp teeth. Just let them keep shooting, and they've done about 500 damage, but he'd have about 10,000 effective hit points to restore.
Agree! Destroy!
Okay, that one there's out of ammo. Get rid of that one. No further use to it. Right into the center of it, and hopefully they'll bomb it.
For chaos.
Actually, if there's a hill big enough, maybe I could kick him down a hill. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So it is.
Good. This one here, the Lord of the Storm, that'll get us a fair few kills. God, how many of these lords have I killed now? Maybe a lot of them were just regular Kemrian War Sphinxes, but I feel like I already killed 4 or 5 lords. There can't be any more than 4 lords. It's not possible. That's it. Get there. Shots over here. Shoot their own troops. Nice.
I bring destruction. The path is sacred. The shadow attacks.
Good. He's going down quick. But yeah, we can see that he can take out a lot. You know, these are not weak units. Especially considering their in-game crisis stuff is. Oh. Did I? Oh, look at that. We nearly broke. We nearly friggin' broke. Oh, he's in his max regen. Oh. Oh dear. That's not good. I'm sure these are doing a lot of damage. I need to put a stop to that because that's magical attacks. Alright, we need to watch out now because if he starts taking too much damage and gets too badly surrounded, he will actually run away. He's not unbreakable. There's still a lot of units left to come in. That balance of power is not getting any better. And we've hit our max regen. Thing is, I'm not sure if like getting more vassals was really going to make this any better. The problem here is like, he's not at his resistance cap. This is why getting to 90% resistance cap is so important. Alright, so now I'm specifically targeting units with high value to actually try to get the battle over with, even if that one there was killing infantry. All right, let's see if this might work. I'm gonna try and kick him down the hill using that mass. It did work a little bit. Nehekara Horseman is not something we want to get bogged down on. But now we don't have any more area of effect abilities. And with this mass, yeah, we can still pull out of combat fairly easily. He's not going to get any exhaustion because he's got perfect vigor. But yeah, there's still quite a few units there that have magic attack. Okay, let's go after that Hero Titan. Come on, get through here. Wow, it's isolated. Yeah, got a bit of spell resistance. Which will stack on top of the ward save, so the spells aren't that big of a deal. This one here at the moment, you know, it'll do a bit of damage. They got the magic attack.
Kholek Suneater.
Take it out. You gotta keep issuing the same order, or else... Oh wait, I actually blocked that attack. Or else we'll get distracted by these other ones. We blocked it again! Not that time, though. Okay, don't let these giant bone giants shoot at us.
There will be blood.
Seems like he got a bit of a problem on the initial charge where he does his animation a little bit too early and it misses.
Once.
Now, in physical, in melee, the bone giant doesn't do any magic damage. It's just his missile attack. So this is fine now. He's not going to do anything.
Yes. I'll break them. Yes. Destroy.
God damn, there's still a lot of units here. At least this is the last of the reinforcements. Another bone giant. Sure doesn't shoot at us. Now I've got this portal glyph here. I don't know, man. What am I gonna do? Shoot some archers with it? Alright, pin some archers down. Might as well use it. There's no Screaming Skull catapults coming. Just freaking attack, whatever.
Kholek Suneater.
Yeah, we've still got a lot of bounce power here to overcome in order to get the victory. We don't have to have it be in our favor to get the win. Like I said, we actually just got the ambulance there. I didn't realize I was that close.
Crush them. Move it quickly.
Because the way it works is that it's about bounce power loss, not bounce power difference in the between the two factions. It's a bit weird how it works. But you can see it firsthand there that when you're outpowered, you don't need to actually have the advantage in order to win. As long as you take out all the key units, that's how you get the win. We didn't really need to focus on the infantry at all in that battle. Talking like this is a disaster battle, which it wasn't. So he managed to kill 724, which isn't anywhere near as much as what Archaon managed to kill, but that's because he doesn't have any mass anti-infantry weapons. I'll have a look at his skills. I mean, if he had the Sword of Cain, that would have made such a big difference here. So I got to give him credit for sending in Kholek Suneater with, a one-man Doomstack without the Sword of Cain. Those are quite rare and quite valuable as well, because Sword of Cain is such a stupid bloody weapon. It's got so many downsides. Alright, let's have a look at this. Now, the Archaon that was sent in didn't have that many good defeat traits. Let's see what we got here. So, we got... I don't think that matters. Hide Striker, that's a Grimgore. Beat Archaon. That's Azazel. Throt. Throg. Be'lakor. Good. There's Sigval. That was a necessary one. Good. Defeated Malice. Great Goon Killer. Good. Needed that one. Physical resistance 10%. Good. So we got all of the physical resistance ones that I'm at least aware of. So that's 25% physical resistance from that. Way through Gore. He got Krokgar. Nice. Yeah, he would have had to travel a long distance to get that. Well done, because yeah, that melee defense really helps. Cool. Also, he didn't have the portal glyph equipped. Was that in his abilities or something? I haven't played Kholek yet, so I don't know how he got that ability. Or maybe it's just an army faction ability, maybe something. I'm not sure. Maybe it's through the tech. I'm just not sure how he had the portal glyph. If it's not actually equipped. But that's fine. Maybe it's Suneater. I'm just not entirely sure. Alright, so rating this. I really like the fact that he didn't send it in with the Sword of Cane. Obviously, this would be stronger with the Sword of Cane, but then, of course, you've got campaign downsides for it. So it just depends on what you prefer with that. Because, yeah, if you have a look at Star Crusher, it is definitely not as good as the Sword of Cane in terms of how much damage it can do and resistances. You know, having 30% extra resistances would have put us at, 50%, 56% magical resistance from magical weapons, but would have put us at the absolute cap for physical resistance, which we currently were not. We only had 76%. And there's a big difference, actually, between 76% and 90% resistance. You actually take less than half the amount of damage from every attack. If we had maximum physical resistance, we probably would have ended the battle at maximum health. Not that it really mattered, still ended up with a decent amount of health, and you go into another fight and you'll be fine. He has Lightning Strike. He got all the really good traits that I like to see. You know, he got the extra hit points one from Throt, or the physical resistance one, and the melee defense one. And also, the Throg one's not bad as well. Get an extra weapon strength and bonus versus large. That's good. I can't really think of any others here that he would really benefit from, except for maybe Nakai, because Nakai gives some more bonus versus large and melee defense. If we have a look at his stats again, his melee defense being at 80 is already pretty good, so it gets a little bit excessive at a point, but it helps at dealing with enemies that might have bonus versus large, or maybe lords with especially high melee attacks, so having even higher melee defense helps to block those attacks. Can't think of any others that would actually benefit him there. So overall, I think he's done about as much as he can to make this perfected. So this is more or less a perfected Kholek Suneater one-man Doomstack, apart from just getting more vassals, which, every time you get a vassal, you get 5% weapon strength, mass, and armor. He's at the max for armor, so that's pointless. But extra 5% weapon strength. Now the thing is, we got to keep in mind is that 5% weapon strength on the base. It's not a compounding effect. So if we were to get another vassal right now, that would only add an extra, I don't know, 50, 100 extra weapon strength. It's not that big of a deal. But eventually, I know I saw it on the Reddit or somewhere, somebody managed to get 12,000 weapon strength on Kholek Suneater. I'm not entirely sure how they did that. Maybe he had the Sword of Cane and that extra percentage was applied on that damage as well. Again, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I know I saw 12,000 damage somewhere. That's the only thing I can think of to make this actually better. Getting the Sword of Cane and then just getting even more vassals, which, if we have a look here, he's got like a ridiculous number of vassals. That's insane. But you can always have more, I guess. So in terms of rating this, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, he's perfected it. He got all the right traits. He's got about as good equipment you can put on, apart from getting the Sword of Cane, which I don't necessarily endorse. Not having Unbreakable is a little bit of an issue. We nearly routed at one point in that battle, so getting Gotrik's defeat trait, which he can be quite hard to track down, but getting Gotrik's defeat trait could have been really good as well, but not essential, because we did manage to get through it. So overall, it's perfected, but as a one-man Doomstack, it's kind of like a 9 out of 10. You definitely can't get full marks, because the problem with him is that he doesn't have maximum resistances. He is quite big. If you go up against something with a lot of magical attacks or a lot of missiles, I feel like Kholek Suneater can be worn out, and the biggest problem with him is that he's unable to just massively take out tons of infantry fairly quickly. You don't want to be going into a fight with something like a really strong one-man Doomstack and then sitting there for 40 minutes as he just chunks them down. That's not fun. You want to be doing stuff throughout the battle, which is why spellcasters are usually fairly good, like Archaon, because at least you can keep doing Searing Doom to keep getting rid of the infantry, because it's just a huge time sink with that. Unless you're playing on small unit scale, in which case this would actually be really good, because when they've got like 20 entities in a model and you're hitting them for 500 damage because it scales, you'll kill the infantry off a lot quicker. But I don't really like small unit scale. So yeah, overall I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, but I feel like the guy perfected it. And the thing is, he didn't really have to cheese his campaign. He just used the campaign mechanics as it was intended. It just you know, vassalize people, which is what you're supposed to do. So this is just, as you progress your campaign, Kholek just will get this strong, if you play this long, that is. So well done to him. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular one-man Doom stack. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10. I've seen way more powerful than this, but you know, there are some ridiculous things going on there, especially with the mass being at yeah, 21,000. That's absolutely absurd. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.